Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Bullet Cat, and we are playing Ori and the Will of the Wisps. What I've decided to do for this episode is actually wrap things up, and so this is probably going to be a bit of a longer one, but I was kind of going back and forth between what I wanted to do with the final episode or two. We're pretty close to the end, and there was also some kind of side stuff that we wanted to do, just to get done before we roll credits and wrap up the storyline. And then I also wanted to give some of my kind of thoughts on the game afterwards. But yeah, I've decided just to do one longer episode to wrap this up. No Rest for the Wicked came out yesterday, and I have that ready to go. I haven't started it yet. I'm going to start it fresh when I record my first video on it, but I'm pretty eager to jump into that. So I just want to get this wrapped up. Not that I'm not enjoying it. I'm still having a really good time with it, but I just want to kind of get to the end. And I just thought with what's left, it might be better just to go ahead and do it all in one slightly longer video. So here's the plan. We are going to head towards the final kind of region of the game here in the Silent Woods. That leads us into the next section of the game. And we are going to do this so that we can get this final ability here. And I will collect these 2 ore. Once I've done that, I'm going to then, off camera, go around and collect a bunch of the other ore and health and energy upgrades from around the game in different parts of the game that I haven't gotten yet. I think I showed last time that there's still a ton of things all over the place for me to get. So I'm going to do that off camera. You're not going to have to painfully sit and watch me slowly go through all of those. And then we'll come back once I've gotten all of those, and we will wrap up the kind of side quests that we still have to do, such as rebuilding the glades for Grom, so turning in the ore and planting the final seed, this map, just those kinds of things. We finished the hand-to-hand. I think that pretty much is it for side quests. Yeah, so that's the plan. So for now, we're going to head to the back into the Silent Woods, or up towards the Willow, or the, what's it called again? It's like the, I guess we'll see when we get to it, but it doesn't say here. But we're heading to the Willow. That's the point. Last time we went into the Windswept Waste and into the Wind-Torn Ruins, and we got this ability that lets us swim through sand. Really cool, or burrow through sand, whatever you want to call it. This is our first encounter with Shriek since we got all the wisps. Wow. It's a very poignant moment, and one I want to talk about a bit later when I wrap up with my thoughts on the game. But just to say, I think the way that Shriek reacts there to Ori trying to be charitable or kind is very poignant and very important for, I think, one of the points this game is kind of really trying to make. Alright, so let's head back up. We were here earlier when we were sneakily hiding from Shriek. We can go through the sand. Weird. Game minimized again there for some reason. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but alright, so now we're able to get to the sand and we can teleport through here. And we find ourselves in this section. The Weeping Bridge, that's what it's called. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Alright, let's get this lift moving. So No Rest for the Wicked came out yesterday. I'm really excited to jump into it. Of course, it is still early access. Oh, a bit of a combat situation here. Yeah, it is still early access, so it's probably not gonna be completely finished. I mean, Moon Studios just does such excellent work. So I imagine it's still going to be an absolutely excellent experience, and they will just sort of patch things here and there going forward. I'm kind of intrigued to see what early access looks like for Moon Studios for this game in particular. I have very little knowledge about what this game is actually going to be. I'm genuinely just excited about it because it's Moon Studios, so yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into it, even if it is early access. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely incredible. Alright, so we have a problem. So this teleports all the way back down to the bottom. We don't want to go there. We want to go to the right because we are heading to pick up the final ability of the game. Other thing I wanted to say is I think I'm getting sick again today, which is really frustrating, but just in case my voice sounds a little bit off, a little bit weird, that's just the reason. So, sorry about that. Alright, lasers, bombs, not a fun place to be. And I should probably heal, especially when traps everywhere. Let's get some health back. So yeah, the other thing I'm going to do off camera is collect, as I said, collect all the health and energy things so that I'm going to have the maximum amount of health and energy just to make the final battle a little bit easier. It's not incredibly hard as far as I remember, but I'm just going to go ahead and do that anyway. Man, those bombs are really annoying. Hopefully this will heal all of our health and energy. So let's get this final ability. This is a fantastic ability launch. So you can launch yourself in any direction in midair. It's just incredible. So let's assign it to B. And this is how it works. So in B you just in the A you hold B or on the ground and it'll just launch you in the direction of your choice, and it's wonderful. You can even just tap it. Depending on what direction you are pressing at the time, that's the direction you will go. So this is going to make getting to certain collectibles in the game, certain areas that I couldn't get to before, possible now, and also just helps with general traversal. Incredible. It's so much fun as well. As with so much of the traversal stuff in this game, or everything in this game really, combat, just everything is incredible. So much fun, so well designed. Alright, it also resets once you go through portals like that, so that's going to be worth knowing when we get to the final sections of the game. Alright, get some ore over there. Alright, so... And it also resets once you grab onto a wall, things like that. Alright, so now we have the means of actually getting up to the ridge. The last big area of the game. Right, so now I have to go off to the left there. Nice. So I'll talk about this again later, but just that moment with Shriek, the way Saya, the light was going to attack her again and already stopped her to try and offer a hand of reconciliation, a hand of kindness, something that Shriek has been denied almost her entire life. Very, very important point, very important moment for the character. I think what they do in this game is really foster the concept of, apologies, it keeps minimizing, really fosters the concept of empathy for the player. It doesn't explain away the actions of the individual, but it really gives you context as to why people respond in certain ways and how they act out of trauma. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll share more of this when we get to the end. Here we find ourselves at Willow's End. Okay, so we've got to make it all the way up there. Looks like there's a bunch of kind of corrupted stuff that we've got to take care of as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up and get the map so that we can prioritize getting these two ore, and then I'm going to get to that kind of save point as well. And the reason I want to show you getting these two ore is, because they're part of the Willow's End. But for the rest of them, I'm going to do off camera. So let's prioritize getting those two, and then I will cut to once I've gotten all the rest of the stuff and finishing up the 3 side quests that we have left, and then heading towards the end of the game. All right, so there's lots of different routes you could go here. I'm going to go up here, just like that. And let's see what's up this way. Yeah, I think this is the way I want to go. Let's get this to set itself off. That one. I think I need to use, yes, that's what I need to do. Whew, okay. So let's quickly save, restore all our health, energy, and then head over to Lupo. I believe he gives us this map for free because it's, it's the final one and we're trying to save everyone basically. Didn't realize this kid cut to the very heart of New Win. Usually, yeah, and look, I usually do charge for my services, but given the circumstances, this one's on me. Yeah, you better believe it. I'm doing so much to help you all out here, but you've been charging me for these maps? I mean, come on. Alright, so we want to head up here and to the left so as to go get that one. And then when we come back, we're going to head down to the right. Actually, we just need to head straight up there so as to go get that one. Alright, so let's do up and to the left first. Let's break that. Where does that teleport us to? Teleport us back down. Okay, we're not wanting to do that, so let's head on up here. Oh, we can't. We have to go. Alright, we have to go up here and then down to the left, so let's do that. Oh, these guys have shockwaves for themselves. Alright, let's head up here. Okay, hop through there. Still headed in the right direction. Yep. Ow. Okay. Right, I was going to trap myself with that laser again, but I managed to get through. Alright, and now I think we should get told by Seer what's going on here. The decay resists us, sorry, where the Spirit Willow is blocked. So yeah, as you can see on these maps, there's these kind of, I don't know what shape that is. It just symbolizes parts of the decay, and they all link to the different branches you see here, which all connect to the center of that decay spot. So you got to go around this area and just take them all out. Alright, so we want to go down. Which means using that. And then we're going to head down and to the left. Making sure to be careful not to get hit by these lasers. Well, as I say that, I get hit. Okay, let's break that. And you take a lot of damage. Oh, didn't even see that guy there. Let's not die now. Okay. Yeah, you take a lot of damage. This obviously at the end of the game, so it's supposed to be challenging. Let's go back to launch, and we are ready to keep going. Okay, so I think I have to go. Okay, well, let's head up quickly. Oopsie. Apologies for the technical difficulties. I'm not sure why it keeps minimizing, but it seems to want to do that. Okay, so let's show you what happens when you destroy one of these things. There's the first of them. Breaks off one of the branches, so just need to locate them all, destroy them all, and we'll be good to proceed. So let's hide down here again, and I think I needed to go, yeah, to the one to the right there. Okay. Take out this guy. Okay, so what is happening here? So that's another thing. You take a lot of damage from touching that kind of pink gooey stuff. Okay, let's hop onto this wall. Well, not exactly sure. Guess I should. There we go. Whew. Really am getting close to dying here when you don't time it correctly. Okay, let's make sure we heal up. Yeah, wow, you do take a lot of damage from this stuff. Okay, let's launch ourselves up here. Set that up. Oh, I did not mean to grab onto it. Oh, I didn't even think of the fact that you can just glide here. Didn't pay attention to the updraft. Okay, once again, heal up. I have a feeling I might be doing a fair amount of that in this section. Okay, so I'm in. Want to dodge the lasers. Well, not very good at that, am I? But that's okay. As long as I'm not dying. So I think the ore is here, yeah, so it's up to the right there. Let's go through here. Again, you just got to be very careful about touching this gooey stuff. And there's the ore. Nice. Okay. 1 of 2. Let's go up here. And take out another piece of corruption. Or decay, whatever it is. Okay, so that is done. So I'm going to warp back here, and then we're going to head back down, go to the right, and get that other piece of ore. This will also give me a chance to save and reset all my health and energy, which is always a good thing. Oops, I did not set my... Well, it didn't let me launch even though. I guess if you set it mid-air, it's not going to let you launch. Okay, that is not where I wanted to go. It is down. Okay. So then, I guess I have to get up in there. And then launch onto that moss up there. So I think the ore is, yeah, you have to teleport up there and get the ore. Okay, so... there we go. Nice. Okay, so let's see. So I think that's it for Willow's End for now. As I said, we'll cut back to this once I have done the other things. So for now, I'm going to leave it there and cut away. I'm going to go ahead and do, as I said, do all the side stuff. There is another race that I'm going to do, but I'll just do that off camera as well. I think we've seen enough of them to get the gist, you know, as fun as they are. And then, yes, I'm going to go around, collect all the health, energy, or get the rest of the shards, that kind of stuff. I'm not going to get every single piece of Spirit Light, you know, I'm not going to go for 100% completion, but I just want to get the rest of those things so you all can see what happens when you kind of finish rebuilding the glades. It's not much, but it's just kind of, it's fun to finish that up. That's something we've been doing all game anyway, so may as well get it done. So yeah, I will see you guys shortly once I've collected all the things. And we're back. All right, so I have gone around and collected all the Gorlek ore, all the shards that I could find on the board, and all the energy cells and health cells that I could find. There's still one more health cell that's in the Willow's End area, so that will be the last thing that we need to upgrade our health to full, but we do have full, as you can see there at the bottom, full energy, almost full health, so yeah, we are good to go on all of that. So we're just going to wrap up a couple of the side things here before we progress to the end. Just a quick note, I am still getting some random minimizers with the game, and I'm going to do my best to edit those out as I can, but if any of those stay in because I'm in the middle of saying something, whatever it is, I do apologize about that. I've not been able to figure out what is causing it. I've messed around with a bunch of things, and it is bizarre. It might just take a computer reset, but anyway, that is a bit of the admin out of the way. So yeah, there are three things that we're going to do here. The first thing that we're going to do is head all the way to the right here, and we are going to talk to Thule and plant the final seed. And with that, that's all the seeds planted. Thule. So these final seeds are they're more decorative, but if you do run through them, they give you a bit of spirit light. So not super useful here at the end, but you know, whatever. So yeah, he's just happy. The garden was small, secluded, no one could enjoy it. Now the glade shelter, new garden for all, and I finally feel at home. So that's great. We helped him find a new home. Regrowing the glades is complete. The other thing actually just occurred to me, so I've got all the shards now, and the last two that are really useful that I added to my actual build was the life force one, which adds a 30% damage bonus when I'm above half health, and the spirit surge, which I don't know how much bonus damage it is, but it grants bonus damage depending on how much spirit light you have, and it caps out at 6,000. I currently have 8,700, so I'm at the cap, so whatever damage bonus it's giving me, it's at the max. Those are all fully upgraded. All the ones I could buy I've bought. I haven't upgraded all the other ones I'm not using because completely unnecessary. But yeah, the build is complete, and that was just that on the shards. So let's head down here to Lupo and head through this sand now if I can get through. Excellent. So Lupo had this quest where he wanted me to explore the silent woods and kind of report back to him. And so yeah, that's the last bit we needed. The map looks fantastic. We know all the nooks and crannies now. No, I won't get lost. Not that I'll ever go. And so now he gives me discounts on his maps. The funny thing is, I can't even buy them anymore because I did that side quest that revealed all the secrets on the map. So never had to buy these in the first place. So just a tip, if you play this game, I would just do the hand-to-hand quests. Not really worth spending the spirit light. These are very expensive to get, so just do the hand-to-hand quest, and then you don't need to worry about that. Alright, so that's his side quest completed. And now on to the final one, possibly the biggest one. Let's talk to Graham, and we've got 2 more projects to do with rebuilding the glades. The forest is alive with news that the light is whole again. Yeah, it's literally right before you. Warms my heart knowing the ruins of our home fulfilled their purpose. Alright, so we've got 18 ore, and it is 8 more to build the final huts for the Moki. So let's build some more of those. As you build these, I think I've said it before, but you can kind of go into them, and some of them have kind of spirit light in them. Some of them actually have collectibles like energy cells or health cells or whatever. So they're pretty useful to explore. It does show up on your map if they have them though. Alright, so we have built all the things, and the final thing is the Moki. Alright, building is only half the work. Nothing's quite complete without some finishing touches of decoration. So yeah, just a beautification project as the final one. This doesn't actually give you anything. It just kind of adds some plants and makes it look nice, makes it a home for them. Funny how a bit of decoration here and there makes everything feel better, eh? I agree. All the dreams I had for these glades are now reality thanks to you. Together we built a haven for all. That's fantastic. Alright, so yeah, everyone's here. I think you can see on the map, there's all these kind of little Moki that have made their way just over time, over the course of the game, and you can see all the huts in the background. Gave this guy a new home. It feels great. it's excellent. We've completed it all, and it does feel good. I love the way it kind of adds, you can see the huts in the background, all that kind of stuff. I'm just such a sucker for that kind of thing. All right, so as we can see on the map to the far left there, the only quest we have is the Will of the Wisps, the main quest. So we are going to do that now. We're going to jump back into Willow's End where we kind of started the video, and we're going to head on to the end of the game. Head on to the final confrontation with Shriek. See what happens. We've already kind of showed Shriek that we can lay the smackdown with Seer, but things still have to get serious. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is head back down. So head all the way to the right there. That'll teleport me out. I go down there, and then we go down to the left. Make sure I have that equipped. Nice. Let's head down. Okay, and to the left. And this is still a very dangerous area because, like, I think landing in this goop is instant death. Yeah, it's still difficult to navigate. Gotta be careful. So let's float our way down here. Make use of these teleporting things. Alright, let's wait for the timing on this. Actually, I can just grab onto this wall, make it easier for myself. There we go. And there we go. Nice. Let's head up here for a moment of respite, and nice. Yeah, just reminded, every time you grab on the wall, it resets this this ability launch. So very useful to have. At your disposal. And there we go. Now we can destroy the next piece of corruption, of decay, as it's called in the game, I think. Crazy that I keep forgetting. Decay, corruption, it's all the same thing, kind of. Alright, so that's that done. Although, yes, there is the final energy or health cell over there, so I just need to hop up here and go through that teleporter. Wherever that is, up here. Yeah, excellent. And just like that, the maximum life has been increased, and so both are up to the maximum now, which is what, 5x4, so 20 for each. Nice. Very, very good. Come a long way in not so long a time. Alright, so we went this way earlier just to get this ore, but now we actually have to go to the right to destroy that piece of decay. Oh, I thought I had timed that correctly. Can't even touch this goopy stuff. It'll damage you quite badly. Obviously, if it makes me land in the goop down there, that's instant death. Alright, let's get that to activate. Don't think I can go up there. It's covered by decay. So, let's time this. Nice. Okay. Can't go through there just yet. I have to go around. Okay, so now if I remember correctly, you destroy this and oopsie. Let me launch myself up and destroy this, and then I have to run. Oops. Oh, okay. A little bit clumsy, but I survived, so all good. Now I can go through here and keep heading upwards. Already I'm kind of just rushing a bit, getting a bit clumsy. Okay, let's take this out. Nice. It's very satisfying to see bit by bit this decay, these branches just breaking apart as you destroy their goopy bits. Okay, and with that, we are done down here. Just gonna quickly walk back up here. It's probably quicker just to jump up and go through the teleporters, but that's okay. Let's quickly save, replenish all our health and energy. Why not? Okay, next step. We are going to head to the right here and go to this one there. So we're 4 left. We're getting there. We are getting there. Getting closer and closer to the end. Oh, nice. I was wondering if I could get him to land on those spikes. Okay, so let's hang out here. You know, we don't want to go there. We want to go here. Okay, let's do... Ah, yes, I remember this one. You have to kind of make your way across and then guide this projectile. Let's wait for that to go. Okay, so let's destroy this. Open up this portal, and I have to get something down here to shoot at me and launch its projectile into the teleporter. And this sets it going endlessly. It should be going, yeah, top to bottom, constantly going through there. So now, as long as I don't get hit by it or hit by anything else, I can get up here and launch it through that one. And now it should be going side to side. Yep. Now I believe I launch it upwards. So let's just do this. Alright, so now it should be, yeah, in the up, down to up path, and now I head back down. Well, if I can get onto that wall, and then launch myself through here, and then I just have to use it to destroy that wall. So let's do this. Nice. Not too bad. And another piece of decay goes down. Alright, we are getting closer and closer. So now let's head up and to the right. Gotta keep an eye on my health because you take a lot of damage from this stuff. It's crazy. Okay, up to the right we go. Not getting caught by you this time, buddy. That's for you. Bye. Nice. Okay. Now. Okay, once again, pretty clumsy. Took a lot of damage doing that. Sorry, I didn't say much because I was actually concentrating and just not doing it very well, but I managed to make it up. Okay, let's switch back to launch and take this out. Nice. Okay, so now I think... yeah, we just head back down. Well, that was not part of the plan. This is brutal. These laser guys are not making it fun. Okay, well, we made it. And we're alive, and we can heal. And get our energy straight back, so we're good. Okay. So now let's head over to the left, and this is actually a mini boss battle. That we're coming up to. How do we get there again? We just have to go up and to the left. Yes. All while being careful to avoid the goop. healing back and some energy back. And I'm actually going to change to my spike ability, because this can come pretty useful in this fight. So it's this kind of dark piece of light that shields itself with these rocks. You have to break them. It does kind of make itself vulnerable. Didn't hit it. Didn't hit it there. But you can also break apart the rocks. Or you can use its own projectiles against it, which is always fun. Oof, just missed there. And yeah, it continually kind of brings its rocks back, so it's no longer vulnerable. And oh, just missed. This spike does use a lot of energy. It's crazy. Okay. I'm just going to use its own projectiles against it because that takes none of my own energy and does a lot of damage too. In fact, I should probably heal up just to be safe. Oh, now's an opportunity to go on the offensive. You see how much that spike does? It's crazy. Tons of damage. We're going to use that spike quite a bit in the final fight, I think. It just takes so much energy, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, so that is that mini boss defeated and the bit of decay taken away, and so now we've just got one more to go. This takes us... Okay, we need to hit the one up there. But I suppose we should use this to pop out there and then launch ourselves up. Nice. Get some energy back though. Alright, so we are just gonna head straight up, yeah? Avoid that bomb. Those things are really annoying. I seem to have a really hard time avoiding them for some reason, but... Okay, so we need to time this right, launch ourselves through there and then grab on that grappling hook by the looks of it. Yep, same thing here. Oops, that was... okay, I guess. Okay, well, that felt a little bit chaotic, but we made it all the way through, and with that, we take out the last bit of decay, and bang. It's gone. Very satisfying. Something so kind of visceral about the way that breaks apart. It feels so good. Okay, I think we can just drop straight down now. It should have all opened up, I believe. Yeah, nice. Now, yes, I was going to say, I think there's a safe spot. We can replenish everything. And now we are going to go into the final fight. I'm really hoping the game doesn't give me any minimizes in this fight because it's just been so annoying, but here's hoping. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, to everyone watching, this is what it's all been building up to. So let's make our way up and get to the end of this incredible, beautiful masterpiece of a game. And hopefully be reunited with some people. Well, people, families like that. We had another another minimize, just what I didn't want. But yeah, again, I'm going to try edit out all the times the game minimizes, and if you ever see a little jump here and there, I've tried not to edit any other parts of the series, but if you see any jumps here and there, it's because of that. There was one in one of my previous episodes that I didn't edit out, purely because I forgot to be honest, but I'm going to try edit these ones out as much as I possibly can. Oh, beautiful. These visuals. but just gorgeous. Accompanied by incredible music as well. Mm. And Shriek is back. Couldn't let go of her rage, but now it's time for us to fight. So I'm going to, well, I'm probably going to swap between launch and spike a bit. I'm going to try use spike. Good way of dealing a good amount of damage. I mean, look at that. Just 2 shots and already it's huge damage. Oops. The Shriek has a couple of attacks and there's also 3 phases to this fight. So that's the first phase done. The second phase is another running phase. Always love these. I love the way the environments change. And this is where I'm going to need this. For sure. Just makes it easier to navigate. I'm not talking much, it's because I'm trying to concentrate. I think that's it, I think we're good. Excellent. Let's switch back to Spike. So, now we're into the second phase of the fight. We'll launch all these projectiles at us. Purple ones kind of home in on you a lot more. Just gotta be careful of those. Let's launch these spikes at her. Yeah, it really does use so much energy, but I mean that damage is crazy. Nice. Alright, now we're into the final phase. Okay, just gonna launch some more of these projectiles at us. I think now we're gonna lose ground, as in, nope, should have jumped over that. As in, she's gonna destroy the platform, and we have to. So there's this constant rain of projectiles now that we have to use to stay and try and dodge her attacks. Not easy. Oh, I'm nearly dead. If I can get one more off. There we go. Wow, that was close. I think I was 1 hit away. But that spike. Yeah, that spike is absolutely incredible. Saved the fight for me there, really. Oh, they made it. They made it, but they have no idea of everything that's happened. All they're seeing is Ku lying there. Yeah, chose to remain in darkness. I think, yeah, there's some interesting word usage there. Shriek's story breaks my heart every time. No. It really breaks my heart. It's incredible visual storytelling. Poor Shriek. Yeah, I'll speak more to that in a bit once we get to the credits. Alright, final thing for us to do. Come on, Ori. Let's get back up. I know it's been a hard journey. We need to take the light. We need to embrace the light. And we promised Qualak we'd care for them all. We've got to do it. Got to see if we can help Ku come back. Okay. We did it. We did it. No. Man. So many gut punches. In a good way though, like there's some parts of this game that are genuinely heartbreakingly sad, but then a lot of the other emotional gut punches are from beautiful moments as well. Like this. Yeah, cool. And the wing is healed as well. Oh, no more Ori. Oh. Or maybe Ori continues, but just not as they were before. I embrace the light. My name is Ori. I love that revelation that the narrator the whole time has been Ori, or what Ori becomes. It's beautiful. And this montage, the queue getting a lot bigger. The tree is massive now, containing the light that's caring for all of Niwen. Oh, you see all the characters having their final moments. It's beautiful. I love how if you look carefully, you can see in the wood kind of images of all the characters. Yes, beautiful. Oh, making me feel choked up again. Every time I play this game, I get emotional from that scene. But yeah, it kind of hints at another game potential in the future, created by Moon Studios. Absolute bunch of geniuses, just incredible. I know I've said it many times, but I just again want to say this game is an excellent example of incredible art design, committing to a vision and sticking with it, and that kind of makes it makes it last longer. It makes it look better. I think when you go for just kind of realistic high fidelity graphics, like that's its own thing, but it just doesn't hold up as well, where something like this is going to hold up for a lot longer and just always feel unique and interesting. And I just love that. The way they designed the map and all the levels kind of as subsections of it is incredible. The way you kind of unlock abilities and immediately put them to use. You can kind of see what's potentially coming. For example, you see the blue grapple points all over the place and you wonder what those are, but it's fantastically designed. The chase sequences, the fights, the combat feels great. As I've said many times, the traversal mechanics are unbelievably fun and fluid and smooth. And just, yeah, all around, excellent game. Fantastic. I talked a little bit about it earlier, but I think the story they're telling as well is really important stuff. The way thematically they're trying to foster this notion of empathy. So Shriek as the antagonist is never excused, is never explained away with her actions. You know, the thing she does is still harmful. That's never... the game never pretends, the story never pretends like that's not the case, but there's also kind of a tension of two truths, two realities, you know, that what she's doing is wrong, but also you start to understand that it's out of a place of trauma. I mean, woke up, or, you know, kind of came into existence, you know, hatching out of the egg, with her parents already gone to the decay, and so feeling alone and finding some of what she hoped would be friends, and then immediately getting rejected in that sense by the parents, and just not being able to connect, and so deep trauma of not trusting, not being able to connect. And so we see that moment where Ori and Seer kind of fight her back. The first, before you go into the Willow's End and really kind of fight her. And we can see that Seer is just, yeah, ready to just take her down, but Ori stops and really is wanting to extend that hand of compassion. But unfortunately, Shriek, yeah, as the author said, as Ori said, some chose to remain in darkness. And I think chose is kind of a strong word because these people should be seen. But yeah, I think chose is an interesting word because sometimes it's almost like people don't have a choice. in reality, you would say they do, but it's really hard for people to break out of trauma like that. So I only have a lot of empathy and heartbreak for Shriek's story and situation. Um, and I think by contrast, if you look at Ori and Ku and Kumo, I'm forgetting all their names, but the four of them that kind of represent the four main members of their little family, and I think that's exactly what it is, and that's what's important. The contrast of family and not having family, and what that does to Shriek, what that does to Ori and the other characters. You know, Ori has this great capacity for compassion. Likewise with Ku and the others, they kind of go to great lengths to get to each other, to help, and all that kind of stuff. And I really do think that's from family. And in this case, not being, you know, we often just think of family as those we're kind of related to by blood, and of course that's family as well. But there's a lot to be said about chosen family and those we invite into our lives to be part of that chosen family. And that's what Ori and others have with each other, and it's just such a contrast to Shriek, who grows up without a family and reacts from that place of trauma. Um, yeah, I don't really know what more can be said about that, but just it's an incredible way of telling that story visually, because there's very little dialogue in this game. There is some, of course, but the way they do it visually and the way the story and the game fosters this notion of empathy, as I think incredibly important, and I really think papers could be written about this story as an example of exploring empathy, even for those with whom we might find ourselves kind of in enmity towards, such as with Ori towards Shriek and vice versa. Just really, yeah, really important stuff, really hard topics, but so expertly dealt with, I think, in this case. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to say on it. I could probably keep going and just babbling on, but I think I've said all I need to say. Excellent game. I had a really great time playing again, playing through Will of the Wisps, and I'm excited to jump into No Rest for the Wicked, but yeah, don't want to neglect to say how incredible this game is one more time. If you've liked this series and if you like this video, please go ahead, give the video a like, please subscribe, um, give me some comments, say hi, some suggestions of games you might want to see, anything like that. I'd love to engage with you all. But for those of you who have been watching, I really appreciate it, and I hope you have enjoyed it. And yeah, look forward to seeing you in the next game, which will be No Rest for the Wicked. See you guys then.